Today we're diving into an extraordinary journey, one that shows how being alone isn't something to fear. It's an adventure filled with self-discovery and growth. Aira hated being alone. Silence made her restless. She always needed someone around, her dog or her phone, even just the sound of the TV in the background. But one day, while she and her dog were out at sea, a sudden storm hit. The waves grew wild, and before she could react, her boat was tossed. In the chaos, the boat broke apart beneath them. Aira and her dog were thrown into the sea. She lost sight of him in the waves, and everything went black. When Aira opened her eyes, she was on a small, empty island. No boat, no dog, just silence. At first, she panicked. She called out her dog's name, but there was no answer. For the first time, Aira was truly alone, and it terrified her. At first, every sound startled her. The cracking trees, the howling wind, the rustling leaves. Fear gripped her, but soon she got used to it. The island transformed from a place of fear into a comforting home. There were days she thought she couldn't do it, but she learned new things, like how to collect rainwater or how to start a fire with dry sticks. She watched the sun come up and the moon come out at night. As the days passed, she stopped hoping someone would come. She was learning to do things on her own and started to accept it. After a few days by herself, the quiet started to feel okay. One day, a small boat came closer. A traveler stepped out and looked at Aira with a curious expression. "Weren't you lonely?" he asked. Aira looked up at him, calm and smiling. The island's silence had taught her something. "Maybe at first," she said, "but being alone helped me discover who I really am." She stepped onto the boat, ready to return, not lost, but whole. Just then, she felt something nudge her, pulling her back to consciousness. She blinked, and there he was, her dog, safe and sound. But the island was gone. She was back in her bed. It had all been a dream, a vivid, lonely, terrifying dream. At first, she believed it was just a nightmare. But later that day, something shifted. She no longer felt the need to fill every moment with noise. Sitting quietly with her dog, she discovered that being alone wasn't scary. It was a chance to breathe, think, and find out who she really was. In life, we often think that being alone is the same as being empty. But it's not. It's the space where we can finally hear ourselves. Aira's story isn't just about being lost on an island. It's about finding herself in the silence. The vines weren't just vines, they were her fears. The boat in the distance wasn't just rescue. It was a reminder that hope often starts within. When she woke back in her bed, her dog by her side, she realized that solitude isn't emptiness. Being alone isn't empty. It's where you finally hear yourself. So if being alone ever feels scary, think of Aira. Sometimes we need silence to remember how strong we really are.